Now I'm loving this music,
You
man.
got it. You got
I'm loving
it,
this.
man.
Let's continue, man.
Come on,
Let's
let's
continue
do it.
going, man. So you went to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You got Titty Boy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got the 2 Chains God on this joint.
Yeah.
And now this next joint,
2 necklaces. Wow.
this next joint, you flew out to Cali.
Woo. Oh, okay.
Like, talk about this 1-2-1-2 track and the conversation you had with the big dog, Snoop, D-O-double-G,
man.
about the concept of this record, man.
Hey, yo, you know, yeah, like I said, this record right here was produced by Scoop DeVille.
Scoop DeVille.
Scoop is a good, solid producer. You know,
He's come up.
He worked with a lot of cats, you know, from Kendrick Lamar and, you know, the whole TDE family. You know, from working with Snoop and all them. You know, I met him out there in Cali, and he was playing some beats, and he played this one first for me. He played this track right here, and I'm like, damn, you ripped up the Biz 1-2-1-2. I'm like, yo, you chewed on this shit, and he played it loud for me to where it was thumping. I think we might have had some kind of vehicle that was loud out there or something, and I just kept hearing it, and I'm like, yo, this shit is mean, and then automatically, you know, being on the West Coast, I felt like we needed a West Coast presence. And like you said, it goes back to me being strategic and making an album that could, you know, penetrate all parts of the market in the game. You know, and LA is definitely one of our big markets. And I'm like, yo, I got to go get the king of the West. So, you know, we was able to reach out to Snoop. And, you know, it was just like, yo, Snoop was like, no problem. See, a lot of niggas don't know Snoop is a real deal nigga. Like, he fucks with niggas heavy, man.
Yes.
You know, and he's so humble and respectful, and he make you feel comfortable when you in the city and all that, you know. And I had called him and told him, like, yo, Unc, I need you on this right here. This one,
For
I need
shizzle.
you to,
For shizzle,
and I
my
know,
nizzle.
you know, and his whole thing is, you know, Snoop can rhyme to anything, too.
Yes.
He's like a buster.
Yeah,
like,
most
he
definitely.
rhymes slow, fast, whichever one you want. Me, particularly, I wanted him to rhyme fast on
Right.
this track.
There's an urgency in his voice on this joint, man.
Yeah. I mean, he just, like I said, he just went off on it, you know, and you know, I had the opportunity to get the video done with him, so
Nice.
you're gonna see that real
Nice,
soon.
nice,
That
nice.
might drop within the next couple of days.
I'm
or
looking for
something.
that shit.
How was
man.
the trees out there with him?
Oh my God, you know this nigga, he came
Yeah.
with like a fucking half a trunk
Pillows.
of, he came with like a
Pillows.
half a trunk of fucking dynamite, you know,
C4.
rolling up fucking extendos and all this shit. And
Godfathers.
yeah, but he, you know, he's a genuine dude though,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And when he got on the track, it was like, I didn't hear him rhyme fast in a long time, but he
Me
was just
neither, man.
melting it. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just melting it, and when he sent it back to me, it was like, oh shit. We had more bars of Snoop on this record,
Right.
but it wasn't like the record had to be composed again because he threw so many bars down. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was like me and him was going back and forth through a couple of tracks, but I had to take some of it off because the record, it wasn't like composing right.
Right.
It wasn't, you know, so we had to do a
Structure,
couple of,
right.
it wasn't structuring the way we wanted it, so we had to cut a couple of the bars off, but he was going in, man.
Yo, let's go into this, man. Let's give these
It's a
internets
solid
straight
track,
right
man.
here. 1-2-1-2 featuring Snoop Dogg.
Featuring the vet.
Huh.
Scoop, what up, nigga? That's right. Machetes is crisp.
You said, what is a New York record? That's a New York record.
Yeah, I feel like
It's,
that
it's,
too.
it's a New York
kid.
record.
Yeah.
You got Biz on there.
Yeah.
You got the keys. You know what I'm saying?
Scratch.
You got the urgency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I love about this record, man, is we come a long way from Snoop knocking over the buildings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Snoop is a humble dude, man.
Yes.
You know, at that time, you know, he was finding himself and
We was all
going through his
finding
chambers.
ourselves.
Yeah, you know. But, you know, one thing I could say about him is that I could reflect back when we was at the Source Awards, the first Source Awards, and you know, Snoop came through. I remember that day clear as day. You know, this was the first Source Awards, And when he came in and shit, you know, he might have thought for a second that niggas ain't respect him.
Right.
You know, but we all love this shit
we
from
gave
Deep Cover
Snoop
to the
so
Chronic
much
Heat.
love.
You know, and he got on stage and I guess he might have felt a little funny shit. He got up there, I remember he said, I don't got love. Y'all don't got love for the West Coast. Y'all don't got love for Snoop Dogg. And it's like he said it in a way where it's like, nigga, y'all know I got love for y'all, but y'all don't got love for me. And then everybody went crazy, like, you know what I mean? Like, just was bigging him up. And ever since then, he always been solid, man, you know? So my thing is, like, I go off a nigga heart, man. You know, you could tell that Snoop is a good dude, you know what I mean? And he's definitely one of the pioneers in the new generation back then, you know, from the 90s cats. You know, Snoop was already on, you know, from doing Deep Cover and, you know, his album, The Chronic, you know, that album came out, what was it, like 92 or something?
92.
Yeah, some shit like that.
92, B.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yo, these niggas, you know, they whole movement out there inspired niggas out here to link up and become they family. You know, really respect that, you know, you have a team, NWA. When you think of NWA, you know, all these niggas was like real niggas to us, you know, and when he came up here, he definitely embraced the town and embraced us, and he was definitely a big Wu fan. So I just felt like, yo, man, you know, I want to do a track with the legend, though.
Now, I'm looking forward to this video, B.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of smoke in it.
Is there chicks in the video, man?
I'm going to let you see it.
Okay.
We got to wait and see that.
Yeah.
But when you speak about a team, even on West Coast, man, I think about just like the Wu in general, man. Like you know, it's amazing to me. I mean, how like when you think of New York or even Staten Island, like you can't think of Staten Island without thinking of Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know, and Staten Island is not like what, like I was telling you earlier, like I'm a Brooklyn dude, so I was always like, I didn't understand Staten Island until I really was able to be there for a while. But what yous have contributed to is crazy, man. I mean, if you think about it, like Shaheem, what, King Tut, and that, you know, but then like it's everything is Wu-Tang, man.
You know what it is, man? It's just that, you know, one thing about Shaolin, it's like all different boroughs in one borough. You know, you got dudes from, you know, Park Hill, Stapleton, West Brighton, Manus Harbor, Port Richmond, you know, everybody's all spread it out. And, you know, everybody don't also really fully get along with each other.
Yeah.
But
territorial.
niggas do, yeah, it's definitely territorial, but niggas do respect what Wu-Tang brought to the town, you know, far as that map thing, you know, putting us on the map. And back then, that's what even made Wu-Tang even appears, because we wanted recognition on Staten Island. Like, when you think of boroughs, niggas don't really say Staten Island, and that bothered Staten Island niggas, you know, because Staten Island not
one
only...
of the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it was like everybody would say every other borough and forget Staten Island, and that really got us angry because, you know, even in jails or whatever, you know, Staten Island names niggas is there. You know, you can't never discredit a real Staten Island nigga, because he gonna come in there and let you know he from Staten, and he gonna let you know he get busy.
He's not gonna front,
especially if he moved to that 120 precinct and then made it to the fucking to the bookings or the boat or the Rikers. Let me tell you something, Combat. Going into Park Hill, I remember, back in the day when the crack era was high, I remember, they used to have like people jumping on cars, man. Like, like you couldn't go into Park Hill, man. I mean, I don't know about now, but back in the day, you could not go into Park Hill if you didn't know anybody.
All I know is this morning, I woke up and I was talking to my wife, and I was like, we got Raekwon on the show. And my daughter, 7 years old, she's like, who's Raekwon? I was like, he's part of the Wu. So let me go back. Like a couple of years ago, I bought her like a little Wu T-shirt, right? And she, for some reason, she loved the Wu. Like, that's her favorite. I'm not bullshitting. She don't know nothing about
7.
She's 7 now.
Wow.
And then
I got a 6-year-old. Wow. So I can relate.
So we was online, and I was looking at you. The illest logo besides the Wu is the Hello Kitty Wu. You see the Hello Kitty Wu? That shit is so fly. Kitty, and my daughter was like, "Oh, I gotta get the T-shirt." So now I gotta find the Wu Hello Kitty joint.
Yo, they put the Wu on LeBron's forehead. You tell me somebody's seen that, man. I mean,
we didn't see that shit.
Yo, they put
with the Hello Kitty shit.
Yeah,
is the craziest shit.
Scoop DeVille, watch how you do this, man. Chill. Fucking hit making